You watch 5 minutes of my video. Thank you. I just want to see how the color is. Now, I know these videos aren't perfect, and you're coming in here and saying, no, not another guy like this. So unprofessional. We want to see professional. We want to see perfect. No. With my mistakes, what you see, if you tell me my mistakes are what you don't like and you explain it properly to me so I can understand, because if I don't understand, it makes no difference what you say. I'll just read and it won't, but I'll know there's an error inside something I did. So by me learning that error of what you see, I can see the difference and learn how to fix that if it's a number error, okay, or I'm not giving enough global reality to what this is. What is this? It has a hole, it has a top, it's got something in it. The totality of whatever it can do. Because there must be, in the last couple of million years, somebody looking at this with sense of their own, not just an animal poking it around till they figure it out, but even the poking of it around, that somebody doesn't know, with the animal not even thinking about it, we just saw something happen, because now I'm the observer. I see what happens and I observe. Then I deduct, and then I say, it's a cylinder, this is the size of it. Why is it this size? Doesn't matter how big. You can make it as big as you want. It'll have one hole in the center. But what is its radius? What is its 360 degrees? At what point is it more than 360 degrees? Well, the reality for me stands that the point that it's more than 360 degrees is when we're going to need a support inside the center. Why would we need the support inside the center? Because the minute you get the support inside the center, you had now used up the center for something else, making it the focal point of the center. If that becomes the clock that you turn, then that handle of the clock goes up on this side. It goes up on this side. It goes up on this side. It goes up on this side. That's 4. This becomes your 50, right? In and out, 50 in, 50 out. This becomes your diameter as you turn it around. This becomes the size of the value of the core. It's a 360 degree value expressed by 11, 11. In 111, it looks like an equal sign and it pulls both sides together. And on one of them, it's a below and above, which just turned around each other. But the east-west that pulls each side together, you're turning this into the east-west, but through the north-south, because it's not going anywhere. The 2 sticks stay the same. These sticks will have to move because it's in the center of it. 4 equals 5, 5 equals 6. Magnetism, 2 sides, the V on this side, the V on this side, and here's your equals to 11. Here, we'll create your H, separation between above and below, and on the outside, not what is on the inside. The inside, this will create the I, standing up with 1 rod in the center, north and south, east and west, H and I, 8 and 9. Abba, 1 and 2. Why is it 1 and 2? Because to make 8 and 9 reach the 7th gate, it's 9 minus 2 and 8 minus 1, 7 equals 0. 70. Why 7 equals 0? Because it is the spirit of 76. This is in the center. The center over here, that is a hole, gets taken up by something. You put something in that hole, it's an area space, and there it is. Do you see it? It's right in the middle. But there's nothing there because I didn't put anything there. This is something that goes here. If this steel is a shaft and it goes right through it from one world to the other. Look at the people walking. You don't see them walking because they went in over here and they came out over here. This connected the 2 worlds together. We can slide it within the zone. Do you understand? I can't go over to here because there's no more slide. So it's got to be a bag, suspension. The suspension can't go more than so much apart, or we split the 2 worlds apart. This is number 51. Why? Because on one side or on the other side, to bring them together, we bring them together this way. The 2 sides come together this way. The lightning bolts. If they cross through each other, it will force it to turn my whole hand. Do you understand? I cross. You ever see the Chicago Blackhawks? The Tomahawks? That's a freaking X. Do you know how I know? They tied it with string. What do you think that string was? It was hemp. Go look at the Chicago Blackhawks sign. They got two signs over here with stones on it. Stone carvers. So we put it into a hockey game. We say, hey, these Indians are stone carvers. And it says Chicago. She. S-H-E. It's her. It's L. L creates the two horns from the Y letter. Because in Spanish, when you say L and two L's are together, they say llama. Llama starts with a Y. Two L's become the Y. Put a Y, which is the Bélier, which is the Capricorn or the goat. The two horns. Now connect the two sides inside the L. It shows plus on plus. Alpha plus, alpha minus. Why minus? Because it's to the left. Looking at you at the right. I put my right hand this way. Put my right hand this way and I see it on my left side. I'm looking at my left side. That went that way. That's crazy. That shouldn't be like that. I can't calculate in math. If I told my math teacher 1 point minus 2 is actually the left side, he'd go, you're nuts. Roman numeral 6, Roman numeral 4. 4 says the left side. 6 says, but it's both 6. No, 6 says to the right side of 5. 4 says to the left side of 5. 4 gets 1. 6 gets 5. 6 minus 1. 5 minus 1. They both have the spirit inside of 5. 5 it's got the ace hole inside of 5. It's creation. 5 minus 2 equals 3. You see these 5 over here? I got 5 and 2. That's a total of 7. That's added. But because 2 are duplicates, when I plug something in here, it'll come out right here. When I plug it on that side, it'll come out right there. 1 gets played inside of 2. And 3 gets played inside of 5. 5 minus 2 equals to 3. Equals to the same 3 that is behind number 4. 3 and 4 is the only two numbers you need. That's it. All you need is 3 and 4. Here's your 4. Here's your 3. Here's your 3 this way. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2 and 8. 4 and 6 on the corner. Here's your 3 this way. 3 and 7. 1 and 9 not showing. You need 4 because you need the 4 corners. 4 corners times 9, maximum 9, 360 degrees. Why 9? Because the opposite of 5 and 4 is 2 and 3, 5. 4 and 5, 9. The opposite, okay, of 6 and 3, 9. What's the opposite of 6 and 3, 9? 1 and 4, 5. So 1 and 4 equaling to 5 and 3 and 6 equaling to 9 is the same thing as when 5 and 4 equal to 9. The opposite of 5 and 4 is 3 and 2. If you don't believe in the dice and you go to the casino and they roll this dice because it doesn't explain something perfect, then you're not playing with perfect dice and you're getting ripped off in the game. That's why they're winning, because you don't know what the dice says. The dice are this way because they tell a perfect story. When you spell F-I-V-E, the 6th letter, that I is the 9th letter, the V is the 22nd letter, and the E is the 5th letter, that equals 42. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, equals 2, 4, 6, 8, equals 6 and 8. That will equal 14. Since it equals 14, we have to know that 1 and 4, which is 1 goes into 4, but we need to use 3 at a time. You understand? I'm putting it on this side. I'm putting it on this side. This is the total square. It takes what? What does it take to get around the square? It takes 8 other squares. 9 are the total. There's 2 kinds of clocks. One where this is the turning style of the clock, and then the board that goes over it. The first circle that goes over the thing that turns the clock. Okay, the gear. The first thing that goes over the shaft of the gear. Okay, the first circle. That is your 50. It's rock solid hard. It's the hardest point in the center of the 50. They don't use the same board. Do they use the same board to make the heart or the red? But they use the same board as the other one because it's 4 times 90. 90, 0 equals 6. Why? Because we're always on the outside of what turns the clock. We're never on the inside. 50, 4 sides equals a total of 50. 625, 625, 625, 625. 12 and a half, 12 and a half. 512 memory of 6 sides. The point number. Anywhere you go, all you need to know is the first one. I don't need to know anything more than the first point. I'm going to show you 2 numbers, 1 and 4. I can tell you the whole thing. And the other side of this is 3 and 6. If 3 and 6 is the other side, 2 and 5 are up and down. So what's up and down? 2 and 5. What's the opposite of 1 and 4? These are my 1 and 4. I'm going to put the 2 fingers on. Just turn them right around. 3 and 6. So we knew 3 and 6 had to do with the outcome of 1 and 4. 7 and 7. 9, 8, 7 equals 3, 2, 1, 0. 0 equals 0. 0, 0 equals 6. Or it equals to 9, 8, 7. 0 minus 6 or 0 minus 3. 0 minus 3 is also creation. 3 minus 0 or 0 minus 3. 3 minus 0 is 3. But 0 minus 3 is 7. 101. I'm just playing the Einstein rules. Einstein says relativity. If 101 is relativity, well, let's understand how we play. If you're looking at me and I'm looking at you, here's a 1 and a 0. Okay? Now I want you to tell me this is the 0, this is the 1. Should I put, can I use something else? Let me use something else. This is the 1 and this is the 0. Now, if you're looking at this, this is 10. I see the N right over here. That is on my left. I see this one over here. That's on my right. That says 10. But when I look at the screen, I see, I'm not sure the way you're going to see this, but that pen is on my right-hand side. But in front of me, it's on the left-hand side. So 101 is actually saying 10, 10. What you might see this way, I might see this way. Great, we have a 13-minute video. I'm ending it right here. Coming back with the calculator. If you're interested to watch a little bit more, I got a whole lot of stuff. And I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm not doing this alone. I'm cheating. I am cheating. I'm definitely cheating because I believe that there's another world, a star system out there. And one of the ways in is THC. THC. But that's not the real way in. First of all, you got to believe. You got to let it come in. Otherwise, they're just going to say, hey, he's got a lot of ideas. He completes nothing. He's here and he's there. But I have reason for every idea. I have reason and reality of every thought I take. When I'm in the realm, I know it's going to tell me something. I believe. I know we're somewhere else. I know this body is 0. It has all the mechanics to receive the vibration. And whatever we do with it, we have everything within us. Is once we do it, it goes back somewhere else. Somehow, magically, they take it out of our body with every breath you take. That is the system, my friends. Just breathe. You breathe it in, you breathe it out. You stop breathing, you're D-E-A-D, Jade Helm. J-D, Jade Helm? How about deja vu inside the word? Like I've seen this before. Helm is the Elm Street, or what happened on Elm Street, where the H is silent and the L and M together. Okay, the L and M is the 11th letter and the 13th. The AC energy, the KK system comes together, making 9/11. Jade Helm equals to 9/11. Why? Because the letters The L is the 11th letter. The M is the 13th. 1 and 3. 1 take away 8. 3 take away 0. 8 and 0. 80. It's all about winning 80. Because 80 is the totality of the cube this way and the cube this way. It's 60 plus 20. What about the one that runs the clock? 20 in the center runs the clock. 5, 5, 5, 5. 2, 4, 6, 8. 20. 3, 4, 7, 6, the moon. 20. 1, 3, 7, 9, 20. What does it all run by? 5, 5, 5, 5. The Mayans have May 5th as 555, the 125th day. Times 5 is 625. Missing is 3 and 4. The creation of the sun is 5 times 5 times 5 times 5, 625. There is no 3, 4. 4 times 4 times 4 times 4, and we need 4 corners because the other ones are just in between. Equals 256. No 3, 4. That means the DC is missing. And if the DC is missing and DC is actually like 1 and 2, 1 and 2 are just expressions. You need 4 corners, you need 2 times 2, and you need 1 inside of it to create the 4. With the 3 dice, they don't tell you that the 3 dice has to be on this angle. This is where the 3 dice plays inside 2, 5, and 8. And this 3 dice is actually calling 9, 5, and 1 because it's 9, 5, and 1 this way. And in low shu, it becomes 9, 5, and 1 this way. But this is your 3 and 2. We have a 1 and 4, and we have a 3 and 2. And when do we have a 3 and 2? We have a 3 and 2 when we have a 4 and 5. When we have the sun, we have the BC creation. Therefore, knowing this tells me, okay, that there's an energy that must pass from one side to another side, creating the other numbers. And they also tell me that this is the cube 21, blackjack, where the ace plays in the 5 position, equaling to 51 or 3 times 17, in which the French say 12, 11, which is 11. I'm going to count from 11 to 16. 11, 11, 12, 13. 14 is 14. Cat meaning 4. Tours meaning turtle. 15. Size, where 14 and 15 both use Q and U. They're using the 120 degree, which is the turn of the clock. Why? Because 3 times 8 is where the 8 turns inside the clock. I just had a lapse over here. Yes, because it's 20, 20, 20, 1, 3. I told you 2, 4, 6, 8, 34, 76, 13, 79, but 5, 5, 5, 5, where the 5 by 5 by 5 by 5 is 625. In the 625, a creation. 5 and 6, 5 and 4, the sun, 5 and 4. 3 by 17 equals to 5 and 1. The opposite of 5 and 1 is 6 and 2. That would be the queen, and the vibration is within the piano. Why? Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4. When you pass the string inside here, if you're not passing it in here and pulling it out here, you'll pass it in here and you'll pull it out here. And then you'll take the string. You've already done these two, right? You've done these two. They went in and they went out. This one goes right through. So one string has to come out of here. One string has to come out of here. And one string has to come out of here. Can I show you the 3 together? Somehow the 3 strings have to come out of here. Everywhere else is 3 open positions. 3 open positions. This one's beaming up. The other one's beaming down, giving off the light, the reflection in the sky, and then the reflection to the earth of what the cube does. So it's showing me 2 sides. In French, they say 13, 14, then they say 16 as saying size. S-E-I. What the S does is it connects these numbers. It goes from here to here to here to here. It can either do all of these And then these straight lines will create your dollar signs. Either you have 2 showing 3 sides or 1 showing 2 sides and you're playing from the center. The rabbit ears, KKK, these are all rabbit ears. But if you bring it close together, they keep creating more boxes, fish and rabbit ears. The K, the star key, the 1111, because the K is on each end, that's where the wall stops. And where you see this, the I letter that comes off the K that you connect the 2 sides together, creating the H. Or is the H connected together when I go backwards on the loop, no longer having the inside and just connecting this part here to another one just like it, just one minus sign. So when we talk about, in English, we say teen. The minute we get the 13 and 14, where in French, 11, 12 goes all the way to 16. So that means the 11 and 12 are separate from the rest of them. 11 and 12 in most games of cards is either going to say the ace, the jack, and the queen. The king is represented in war. So when we say these numbers, they say 10 in French, 7. 10, 7, 10, 8, 10, 9. You would think 17 is closer to 10 than 19, but we're wrong. 19 is closer to 10 than 7. 10 or 0 minus 3 equals to 7. 9 minus 2 equals to 7. 8 minus 1 equals to 7. So I have to understand there's something new I'm going to do in here. 1 minus 4 equals to 7. 2 minus 5 equals to 7. 0 minus 3 equals to 7. 9 minus 2 equals to 7. 8 minus 1 equals to 7. 7 minus 0 equals to 7. 0 minus 7 equals to 3. Why is this? Why is 7 further away than 19? Because in French, 10 equaling to 10, the letter D, and equaling to a total word value count as 37, is the word 10, which in French is a D with Roman numeral 1 and X, equaling to 9, equaling to 49, equaling to the 7th gate, equaling to green 6 and 8 and 14 ball and pool, because the 6 and 14 are green. The 8 is the doorway number 49, and it takes 7 by 7 to create it, 2 number 7s. 2 7s equal N or Z, N or G, energy, N or G, energy. 14th letter and the 7th letter, 21. Your cube 21 is now energy. I just learned that right now. N or G. Now you have synergy, 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 synergy. No, you have the synergy because inside the beginning, the Y of synergy shows 2 sides, and the Y, the S letter, is what connects 4 blocks. This would be B. B and E come together. This is AD. This will create the 5. They're all the 5 on the dice. But 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 is 8, 9, 0. 0 represented in 3, 0 represented in 7. Disregard the 2. We have 1, 2, 4, 5. There is no 3. 0 is not 0 at all, because now if we reflect to the alphabet, it's now A and B are number 15. We put a 15 here, and we'll put a 15 here. Same result. 0, 15 minus 3 equals 12. 7 minus 15 . 7 minus 15 equals 8. At the same time, it equals 2. This equals to the moon. 7 plus 8 is 15. If you're playing in the world of 101, 0 equals 101 for the reason that in French, the minute they say 17, 18, 19, they are saying 10, 7, 10, 8, 10, 9. When they say 10, 7, 10, 8, 10, 9, all those 10s become 16. It says the light of the birth and the gateway. 7, 8, 9, 24. The letter X, 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, equaling to 86, which equals to the number of all, and the clock that turns 60 and 20 equaling 80, equaling to 86. The birth is 10. Why is the birth 10? Because it takes the skull bones to crisscross both ways to 1, 9, and 3, 7, 10, or the 20 with the ring around the moon of 3, 4, 7, 6, which is the number on this over here. Look at number 1, 5, 7. In between is 3 and 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 3, 5, and 7. In between is 3, 4, 5, and 6, 4, and 6, totaling 20. That is the ring of the moon. The diamond inside is 2, 4, 6, and 8, equaling to 20. The outside corners is 1, 3, 7, 9. You're 360 degrees. But when we measure 360 degrees, we need to measure 360 degrees like this. That way we can get to the sides. We need the greatest and longest points. But everything starts in a toolbox. So the toolbox is right down here, giving us 4 rows. This toolbox goes to this section. I'd have to show you the roulette board. In the roulette board, they show you 4 sets of 3 equaling to 12. But the reality is you repeat the same numbers again. 2 is actually 11, 1 and 1 is 2. But in roulette, it shows you 4. But it's actually 3 because 3 is 120 degrees. How does the 3 work? I'm going to show you right now. 3 works like this. 3 sides of a pyramid. Everywhere you tip this pyramid, you will always show 3 sides. Therefore, the side it sits on is the bottom, and the bottom will become the side, and the bottom is always 3 sides and 1 bottom. Bottoms up, 3 and 4. The representation of 3 and 4 is 4 and 3, 7, and 7 and 6 is 10, 10, and 10 and 9 is 13, 13, 1 and 3 is 4, 1 and 3 is 4. This is the moon, 76 times 76. 7 by 3, 21 the cube. 7 by 4, 28 the moon. 49, 7 by 7, back to the 8 gateway. 6 by 3 is 18, resident angel. 1 and 8, as 8 circles, 8 numbers circle the 5 position. 6 times 4 is 24, equals to the day. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 is 6 and 8, equaling to the numbers and the rings. The same thing, this will represent the sun. 5 and 4 will represent the sun. 5 and 4 in 65. 4 plus 3, 5 plus 2 equals 77. 2 and 3, 2 and 3, right? What do you think's on the other side? 4 and 5. 6 and 5, 6 and 4 is 10. 5 and 5 is 10. 4 and 3 is 7, 5 and 2. 3 and 2, there's your 5 and 4. I created all that I needed. 9, 11. 5 by 4 is 20, the clock, turning this one in the center. 5 by 5 is 25, equaling to the 4 corners, 360 degrees, turned in the center. 6 by 5 is 30, creation. 20 plus 10. Why? Because this dot over here, the 7 and the 3 create 10. The 9 and the 1 create 10. The 4 and the 6 create 10. We used up the in-between, but we don't need the in-between because we're running the clock. And the outside numbers turn for the whole thing. These are the inside numbers. You already have your 360 degrees. We're just not holding it this way. The diamond cuts out 8462. This becomes the sides of the moon, and this becomes the sun and the moon. The totality of the two of them is 141. 141. 9 and 1, 4 and 6. Nine and 1, 10, 6 and 1, 7. 3 and 4, 7, DC, in which the sun, 5 times 5 times 5 times 5, is equal to 625, and we don't recreate this. We don't create 3 and 4. 4, 4, 4, 4, right? Because the bottom, always to 2 sides. Always to 2 sides. These are always apart. These are 120 degrees. You ever try to design this? 120 degrees in 3 directions, and this one going straight up? You'll cut through this whole thing. Just put a post all the way up. Put a post all the way up. No matter what you do, you can go all the way up, right? And then you have this one coming all the way out. Then you have this one coming all the way out. Then you have this one going all the way up. Then you have this one going all the way up. Then you have this one. Okay. Now this one I can't do because this one goes out. So this is what the spectrogram that would happen. I can't do the other one because I can't show you how it draws. I'm not sure exactly how to draw it out altogether if it does like that or something. You understand? It's three different ways. This creates this. Ham radio, Abraham, because it covers all the directions. Nothing, and all of it balances over each other. All these three will crisscross each other. This over here, okay, is now the bottom. 4 sides. 4 sides equals 5 because of the bottom. 6 sides equals 7 because of the bottom. 6 and 7. 6 and 7 is here. Why is it here? Because 0, 6, 6 and 6, 7 and 0. 7 and 0. 0 and 3 is 7. 7 and 7. So I will put 6 and 6 for the 0. The opposition to the 6 is now connecting the 8. 8 and 6 is 14. This is both green. 6 and 6, 4 and 1, up and down. That means this dice. This dice. If I'm going to see a number, I'm going to see these two numbers here, 1 and 4. That's all I'll see. K and M, the 11th and the 14th letter. The 11th and the 14th letter. Kmart, the 11th and the 14th letter, MK. 11 and 14 is 25. 1 for 1, 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 is 9. 4, 5, and 6. They create 7, they create 7. 9 and 6 equals to 90. 90 degrees times 4. 9 times 4 is 360. There's 120 degrees and there's 90 degrees. There's 120 degrees and there's 90. There's more than that. We play on a 135 degree angle, which is 3 times 45. The number of the sun, in which has either 5 sides and a 6 flat. Sun would have 5 sides and a 6 flat. Means you only get to see half of anything. You only get to see half of anything. You only get to see half. If you see the point, you only see half. You have no idea what's back here. If it's not showing a shadow at any point, do you understand? If you see the round, are you seeing a round or are you seeing a square that shows a round? What are you seeing? Are you seeing a flat? If you see a flat, you definitely know that it's flat back here, if it's flat like this. But if it's a round, then it's a point. And if it's a point, the other point has to be in the back. Otherwise, it's not symmetrical. Do you understand? Simple little things like these dice are actually telling you because of what we know, what we're showing us. Anyways, to get back in French, so 17, 18, 19 is expressed 3 times. The first time at 17. The second time at 18, the third time at 19 equals 3 times 17 equals 51, the moon. In between 2, 3, and 4, which is 6, 7, and 8. 2, 3, and 4, which is 6, 5, and 4. The Federation, which is the bar in between. Why is that? We need to make 7 and 10 worlds. We need to make, as well as the 13th world. But the 13th world is an energy that I believe passes through the other worlds. And that's why we can't find it, because it's going through, whether it's in the air. That's where the 7th gate and 13th, because 13 is just the other side of 7. 7, 10, 13. 13, not here, but this is the way we'll show 13. 5 and 8 is 13. That's in the middle. You're not on the left side. You're not on the right side. You're in the middle. 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock. When you have 76, now you connected both sides. The lightning bolt over here, and then boom, back down here. You bring the lightning bolt. This is the center. You have 2 sides to this. You show the center. You're showing the 5 pin inside of their area. You don't show the center. You're showing the whole number. 7 and 6 is 13. What's the continuation of this angle? It's 7, 6, and 1. 1 and 6, 7 and 6. You can make a stand just about. 1, 6, 7. We can go the other way, okay, and go 9, 4, 3. 3 and 4 is 7. 9 and 4 is 13. The difference is 10. But the in-between is 9. 9 and 10. The reason we have 9 and 10, 3 times 3 plus 1 is 10. 3 times 3 is 9. Plus 0. We're not adding anything else. 0 and 1 equals 10. 1 is 1, 1 is 10. It's the own perspective reality. And the last one, I think I'm going to hold on to the next video because this video should end at 13 minutes. I always say I'm sorry, but you know I'm not, because I cannot lose my trend of thought. I'm not sure what's missing in here. We're not going to let it drag anymore. I showed you what the basic is. Oh, yes, we're going to add this on, and I'll do it in my next video. 3 times 147. $441. 147 is only on the left side. Now we're going to go 3 times 741. 2223. Now what is that? 222, and 3 is your creation. So 3 in creation is 8. Why? 3 by 8 is 24. 3 by 12 is 36. 24 is the day, and it is the creation of 2 times 4, 2 plus 4. It equals to 45, the fox. It equals to the V and W letter. W, V, 2 lives of creation. It's 10:23 at night, which is 623, which is 138, which is the spirit in the church, which is under the pyramid roof we live. But the main thing, I keep forgetting what the main thing is. 1776, yeah, and it's the 3 that's expressing, it's the 3 worlds, because we're showing the 2. And when you show the 2, just under my own understanding, eventually in time I'll explain it, that it might be more strong, but the 2 is here. So it shows the 2 is here, and it's the right side world created. It created 3 worlds of 2. 2 and 2 here, 2, 2 and 2 here, 2 and 2 here, and 2 here. 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2 and 2, and then 2 plus 2, and 2 and 2, and 2 equals to the 8. The 2 that it already is, plus the 2 and 2, the 2 you added over here is 4, plus the 4 you added over here. Do you understand? You need 4. There's 2 in every, wherever there's a number, 2, 4, 6, 8, there are all 2s. Here you add an extra 2. Here you add 2 extra 2s. And over here you take the 2 extra 2s and the 2 extra 2s, and here, like you're balancing with this 2, you balance these, and with this one, you balance these. This is your balance weight. And then to balance it off, you have the beam in between on 4 and 6 that goes across. So finish off with that. 3 times each one of these will equal 3, 12, 21, 33, 34, creating DC power. The power of freedom is 4. 4 games in the playoffs get you to the next round. The cube that you read. This equals to 0767, 3 times 4, 19, equals to 86. 347, the spirit of the left side, equals to the mind. 3476, because these 2 are already in there. 4 by 7 is 28, the moon. 4 and 7 is Uranus. So again, the moon is connected as the passages through the moon. And again, showing you the cube and the reader. This says the reader. How do you get 3? By 2 and 1. 9 and 8, which is the same letter, equaling to 17. The spirit of 7, 17, is inside. 3 is because you get it here. 8 minus 1. 9 minus 2. Or you can go 8 minus 2 and 9 minus 1, even though this will be 6 and this will be 8. 6 and 8 are the reflection of this dice. Three and 5 is 8. 3 and 5 is 8. And the opposite side, 4 and 2 is 6. 8, 6. So now what I do over here is I'm going to go 9 minus 1, 8 minus, because this is H and I, 9 minus 1, 8 minus 2, 6 and 8. The high side of life. The high side or the low side. The other way to get this is A and B. This over here will now produce 5 and 6. It'll now produce 5 and 6. Your 5 and 6 gets produced with A and B. 5 and 6 in the 10 world is 5 and 4. The sun, the birth, the B world and the 1 world. Okay, and this is also the 1 world. It's just a half world. You see the 4? This is in between. Don't forget 1 and 4 from each other. The 6. Okay, then this is a number 6. Okay, which takes 3 and 3 to make it 4 and 2, 1 and 5. That's what it takes to make this 6. 3 and 3, already in the same world. 1 and 5, or 2 and 4. So this here will make 6, 6. It's the square. What's in between the square over here? Number 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 5. The ace, 1, 3, 5, 2, 3, 4 says C, B, D, B, C, D. The bed, whatever it is. This total is 9 and 7 is 16. Plus 3 is 19. That's the spirit, and you create the S to connect this together. Here's the line that goes in between, and it happens for all of these, and I have the designs that go along with them. So there's just so much, because you got to enter in all the games, because it's a turnkey operation. But how many keys do you have to turn before it starts operating? And it all operates at the same time. I'm still thinking, because that takes a little bit more time. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. I'm very happy with this video. How many balls and strikes in a game? Two bags punching together, igniting something. Bam, bam. Remember the Chicago Blackhawks I mentioned? The 2 Tomahawks. The Indian looking one way, the same way as the King of Diamonds. The Tomahawks, when you tie something up, that becomes the X, that becomes the skull bones. You have the skull bones because you're connecting all sides. What's happening to this? Somehow it crisscrossed maybe in the moon. And as the information comes down, it blows off of something in the moon and it sends a different kind of vibration. We're not understanding it all together. Raphael, thank you for watching. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Let's see what's up. Thank you for watching.